We are going to do another scalar line integral in R3. So suppose that we want to integrate the function xy plus 2z over a line segment from P to Q, where P is 1, 0, 0 and Q is 0, 1, 1. So what we're trying to find is the integral over the curve of a function times the arc length differential. And so to evaluate this, we want to parametrize our curve from a value of t, let's say from t equals a to t equals b. We're going to evaluate our function along the curve, and then we multiply by the arc length differential, which is the speed of the curve times time, dt. And so this is our expression for the arc length differential ds. So let's get started. The first thing we'll need to do is we want to parametrize the line segment from P to Q. And one way to do that is to find the direction vector of the line. And we can find the direction vector of the line by subtracting corresponding coordinates of P and Q. And so the corresponding difference between the x-coordinates from P to Q will be 0 minus 1, so negative 1, 1 minus 0, 1, and 1 minus 0, 1. So that is our direction vector. And we can pick our point P to be our starting point. And now we can parametrize our line segment. So recall that parametrizing our line segment, x is x0 plus the x component of our direction vector times t. Y is y0 plus the y component of our direction vector times t, and z is z0 plus our z component of our direction vector times t, where t ranges on an interval. We'd like t to go from 0 to 1, but we are ready to write this the equation of our line. So x, if I take P to be my initial point, x sub 0 is 1, and the x component of the direction vector is a negative 1. So we'll have a 1 minus 1t. Y will be 0, which is the y coordinate of P, plus 1t, so just y is equal to t. And z will be 0 plus 1t, so z is also equal to t. Now, since we started at point P, we can assume that that is what we'll get when t is 0, which is the case. When t is 0, you can see we get the point 1, 0, 0. And since our direction vector was found from going to P to Q, we can assume also that we will go from t equals 0 to t equals 1. Let's just check that when t is 1, we get point Q. So if we plug in 1 here, we get 0, which is the x-coordinate of point Q, 1, 1. So we do get point Q, so we have our parametrization of our line segment, and I'm going to write it as r of t equals the x component 1 minus t, t and t, where t goes from 0 to 1. So the second thing that we need to do is we've got to find our arc length differential. So we're going to need to find r prime of t and its magnitude. So r prime of t is negative 1, 1, and 1. And the magnitude of r prime of t, which represents speed of our curve, is going to be the square root of 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is the square root of 3. Now, we will also need to evaluate our integrand function at the curve, at the point on the curve. So our integrand function was, I need to look back up, xy plus 2z. So we'll write xy plus 2z in terms of t. And so that's going to give us y is t, so t times x, which is 1 minus t, plus 2 times z, which is also t. And so here we have t minus t squared plus 2t, or 3t minus t squared. And now we're ready to evaluate the integral. So our setup's going to be, we have the integral, t is from 0 to 1. Our integrand function is 3t minus t squared, and our arc length differential is the square root of 3 dt. We can factor out root 3, and it becomes a pretty easy integral to complete, to evaluate. And so that's going to give us the square root of 3 times 3t squared over 2, just using the power rule, minus t cubed over 3 from 0 to 1. And so when t equals 1, we'll just plug in 1 for t, and we have 3 halves minus 1/3. And when we put in 0, we get 0, so that's going to be root 3 times 9/6 minus 2/6, which is 7 root 3 over 6. And that is the value of our scalar line integral over the line segment.